Shalom Yasharallah, Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I like to say double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth and who do real well. I like to say Shalom to the elect men, the 144,000, and the and the 1/3, the 1/3 men, women, and children, who may be listening and tuning in. I just say shalom to you, Akim, out there, that's been out there preaching and pushing this word as we were commanded to do so. And I also like to say shalom to all you speckled birds out there, you Israelite foreigners, among the heathen that look like the heathen, but their seed line, their spirit goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, this is your brother Selah, and today this video topic is going to be about World War III, man. World War III is brewing up, as we speak right now, man. These other nations, they fucking had it with Esau, Edom, man. And Babylon the Great, aka the U.S. They had it with Israel. The nation state of Israel. With these JOOs or these small hatters, man. Man, now that Iran's getting involved. All right, so this video I'm about to play. This Ishmaelite professor. He talks about these the barbaric relations. That Babylon the Great has. With these other countries, namely the Middle East and Africa, because that's where they get all the resources from. Mining the oil and then like the lithium and stuff for their microchips and their electric cars and phones and whatnot. In the Middle East, for the oil, the petrodollar. But guess what? Saudi Arabia, they're dropping the dollar. So guess what? The U.S. economy isn't looking too hot. This shit's about to collapse. But without further ado, I'm about to play this first short video. With this Ishmaelite professor speaking. And before I play it, I like to say fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, so here we go.
Dangerous situation is in Africa, because of course Africa is absolutely the most important continent on the planet, the most important continent to the planet, and the next most important, and therefore the next most at-risk region is the Middle East. The Middle East and Africa power the whole global economy. They power everything that makes so-called modern life possible. It's all made possible by the Middle East and Africa. And if the West was an actually civilized civilization, that would mean that peace and stability in the Middle East and in Africa should be of paramount importance. Good relations and harmonious dealings and so on, that would be the priority if they were civilized people. But of course the West is not civilized. And if you have something that they need, if you have something that they want, then they do not see you as a friend. They don't see you as a friend that they want to be close to and have good relations with. They see you as an enemy that they want to subjugate. They see the world in a predator-prey paradigm. The most.
All right. So you saw the video of what that Ishmaelite professor had to say. All right. So let's jump down to. Let's jump down to the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 2. And it says here, "And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress every man, and even a man is heritage." So you heard what that Ishmaelite professor says. Like, if you basically have something what these damn devils want, they're kicking your doors. They're gonna say fucking democracy, and they're gonna bomb your lands, carpet bomb them, plague them, topple down their economies. They're gonna do whatever the fuck it takes for them to take whatever resources you got, so they can increase their gain, man. That's how these devils operate, they were blessed with the sword, on the left hand side from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that's their blessing, because they operate by the left hand, is what I meant to clarify, and they got it through Isaac, which we know Isaac was one of the reincarnations of Yahushai. All right, so let's go to the book of Sirach, or the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 8. And it says here, "Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another." So yeah, you heard what the professor said. If they were if they were a righteous kingdom, roughly paraphrasing, or if they if they were a righteous nation, they will deal righteously. But guess what? They deal unrighteously. So what do? They come in. They come in with violence, the sword, the gun, the missile, bombs, whatever the fuck they got to take away your resource, because because like I said, that's how they operate. That's how they're that's how they feel their you know their economic war machine, or the or their war empire. I forgot how it's called exactly, but basically, that's, I mean, that's how Esau lives. Is through the sword. Let's get that. Uh, does but All right, Khan. So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. All right, and we're gonna jump down to verse 39. It says here, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling place shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword thou shalt live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass that when thou shalt have the dominion, and thou shalt break his yoke from thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein his father blessed me. Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. Yeah, and that's what what these damn devils do, man. They use their sword. They come rape, rob, and pillage, and take the resources of basically every other nation out there. But you know what? These nations, they fucking had it. And you know why? Because now because now these small hatters, the least of the flock, they're drawing them out. And who they drawing out? They're drawing out Iran, and because they're drawing out Iran, Russia's getting involved. So so I'm about to play you guys this short video. Let's see if I can grab it. Come on, here it is. So I'm gonna play this short. It's like a 3-minute video about about Putin's warning to Israel. If over the attack of Iran. So without further ado, I'm gonna play this video.
I had no idea my
All right, like fucking commercials, but I like to say fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
wife was doing this behind my back. After coming back from a work trip, I came home to complete.
All right, let's get a couple of precepts. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that hath taken against Babylon and his purpose, and that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. And the Chaldeans is basically is like the chief capital wherever the Edomites are. So that be referred to America, and Babylon also refers to America as well. The daughter of Babylon, or Babylon the Great. All right. And continuing on, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Yeah, yeah, and the least of the flock, these small hatters, these JOOs, currently in the Holy Land, these imposters having the Holy Land right now, like they're throwing the rocks. They're aggravating. Iran, because they think they're gonna use their nukes, but guess what? Iran's they're not playing Israel's game, and that's why Putin said, if you threaten Iran's nuclear capabilities, basically they're gonna have issues, man. That's gonna be the start of World War III right there. Or so. All right, so let's get a scripture on. All right, Khan. So this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, and we're gonna start off with verse 28. It says here, "Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as a wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmenians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. With great power they shall come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians." And these, and as other brothers would put it, the ancient Assyrians, under the ancient Assyrians, that's where Israel was oppressed. The Most High used the Assyrians as a whooping stick for Israel. But now, in the place of the Assyrians today would be, America. So the modern day Assyrians would be, these Americans, or Babylon the Great. These damn Edomites. All right. All right. So verse 31, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled, bled, and kept silence through their power, and shall flee, and far from the land of Assyria shall the enemy besiege them, and consume some of them, and their host shall be feared and dread, and strife among their kings. Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall smite, like one upon another. They shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star. The blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's hoe. Oh, all right. All right, let's look up what that means. Hoe, Hough. All right, hoe, hamstring. Through their horses burn chariots. Ha. Okay, ha. That's how it's pronounced. Scott, to hamstring, to clear the throat. Hack. Okay, so it's talking about the hamstring of these camels. Yeah, so basically a bunch of motherfuckers out here about to die when it says in the dung of men, meaning what? They're gonna be like dung upon the ground. All right, there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon the earth, and they shall see that wrath shall be afraid, and trouble shall come upon them. And then shall there come a great storms from the south and from the north and from another part of the west, and strong wind shall arise from the east and shall open it, and the cloud which arise up in wrath, and the stars stirred to cause fear towards the east and west, and shall be destroyed. Yet, right, but if you keep reading and you jump down to verse 41, it says, "Fire, hail, flying swords, and many waters are meaning what? Many nations, that the fields may be full, and all rivers with abundance of great waters." Yeah, yeah, man. So basically, this is gonna take place in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man, and that's where World War III is gonna pop off, man. You know, all these Ishmaelites, and Elamites, you know, and of course, the Egyptian against Egyptian, like these small hatters against these Russian Edomites are gonna go at it with each other, man. You know, let's get the precept on these on Gog and Magog, you know, these Russian Edomites. So you covered this before, but we're gonna bring this out again. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, and we're gonna start at verse 1. And the word came to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. Salaki, I'm gonna start again. And the word came to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh and came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord the Lord thy power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. I will bring thee forth, and all thine armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with all them, with them, all of them with shields and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, and the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And that's what Russia is basically doing. He's being a guard unto these BRICS nations: Iran, in India, China. Man, you know, because like I said, because Iran's involved, Russia's gonna get involved too. Along with China, and that's gonna be the start of World War III, man. And let's watch this one more video, with China, attacking Taiwan, provoking the U.S., man. That's gonna be the start. That's also gonna affect World War III. All right, so here it is.
China's military launched a new round of war games near Taiwan on Monday, drawing condemnation from the governments in Taipei and the U.S. Chinese state media reported that China's Coast Guard circled Taiwan and staged rare operations of, quote, law enforcement patrols close to Taiwan's offshore islands. The Chinese military's Eastern Theater Command said the drills were taking place in the Taiwan Strait and 9 areas around the island. The command also said the drills were a, quote, stern warning to the separatist acts of Taiwan Independence Forces and did not say when they would end. Taiwan's Defense Ministry and Coast Guard said Monday that both agencies had dispatched their own forces. Fighter jets were seen taking off and landing at Taiwan's Hsinchu Air Base Monday morning. And Taiwan's Coast Guard released this video said to show one of its ships broadcasting a message asking a Chinese Coast Guard vessel to leave its waters.
Oh yeah, I was like to say fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
A Taiwan security source said there were no signs so far of any missile launches. Democratically governed Taiwan, which China views as its own territory, had been on alert for more war games since last week's National Day speech by President Lai Ching-te. Lai's address was condemned by Beijing after he said China had no right to represent Taiwan, even as he offered to cooperate with Beijing. China's Eastern Theater Command released this propaganda video Monday, which showed a cartoon caricature of Lai with pointed ears like a devil. Taiwanese officials said Lai's National Security Council convened on Monday to discuss the situation. The Council Secretary General Joseph Wu said that Taiwan would not escalate the conflict.
We also need to stay calm and confident to prevail in the struggle between democracy and authoritarianism. We will stay moderate and responsible and work hard to maintain the cross-strait status quo to help maintain peace and stability in the region.
A senior Taiwan security official speaking to Reuters on condition of anonymity said they believe China was practicing blockading Taiwanese ports and international shipping lanes, as well as repelling the arrival of foreign forces. In Washington, officials from the administration of U.S. President Joe Biden said there was no justification for the drills and that they were continuing to monitor them.
All right, and and let me get this final precept, on Moab pertaining to World War III. All right, so this is the book of Psalms, chapter 60, verse 8, and it says here, Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia triumph thou because of me. And that actually refers to Moab being in a servitude role. Washing the feet, the feet of it. It's of it. Its conquerors. Or the people that conquered them. So which is going to be Israel. But the scripture being manyfold, well, Moab will cap. Well, Moab will play a role in also taking down Esau. Uh, uh be, because because if, because remember back in the ancient world, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe before they were called the Mongolians, they were the Huns, and the Huns, helped took down, the Roman Empire, and in the modern day Roman Empire, is America, Babylon the Great. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's using the same playbook as he did back in the ancient world. But guess what? He's bringing everything together. He so yeah, like what was I gonna say? He's basically bringing all his playbooks, and to take down, to take down, the previous ruling empires, and he's using all, every tactic that he used, in this final, in this basically in this final showdown, which is going to be World War III, man. He's using the dragons of Arabia. He's using Ishmael, Elam. He's using the Russian Edomites, Gog and Magog, and of course he's using Moab. The so-called Chinese, and he's going to use the North Koreans. To take down, Esau, Edom, man. These small hatters and Babylon the Great. They're what, these using these thermonuclear missiles. So all right, so let's get that. Yeah. I'm gonna end it off with that scripture. All right, so this is the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verses 7 through 15, and it says here, and when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are on the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog together with them to battle. The numbers who is of the sand of the sea. So it was prophesied in the book of Revelation. They will go to war with Russia, man. These damn Babylonian Edomites against these Russian Edomites, and they went up onto the breadth of the earth and encompassed the camp of the saints about of the beloved city Jerusalem, and fire came down from Yahweh out of heaven and devoured them, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, and where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, before Yahweh, that and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life, and the dead that were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works, man. Yeah, man. That was and those were the dead, and in Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, man. Lord will be written in these in the book of life. That our names appear in them. All right, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell have delivered up of the dead which were in them. They were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast in the lake of fire. Fire. So you know what? The lake of fire. When these ICBM missiles, when they get launched, and when they touch down on Babylon the Great, and Israel, because that land has to be cleansed. Basically, if you're not of the elect, if you're not of the 144,000 or the 1/3, and if you're stuck in Babylon, your ass is gonna get toasted, man. Your ass is just gonna burn. Your spirit is literally gonna get cooked, man. These damn fucking witches with their spirit cooking. Nah, your spirit is literally gonna get cooked, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua as an indignation against all the wicked, man. And Lord willing, I'm on about this, that we may be part of that number of the elect. And and I hope this lesson was edifying. I had to say, call Haloyim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. I had to say Shalom to the elect, the hopeful elect and the 1/3 out there. This is your brother Selah, and with that, I had to say Shalom.